Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing a home fragrance empties for the last week or so. I am filming this the day after Christmas, and so I hope that you guys all had the best holiday, that it was relaxing and not too stressful or anything, and that you got to enjoy some friends and family time. I melted quite a bit of Christmas wax here. I'm only going to be sharing my empties. I do have some other wax that I melted during this time, but I've really been focused on when I start something, trying to finish it, reasonably at least. So I think I'll just share those at some point in like an empties video. So this is my basket. If you guys can see, it's nothing too crazy, but do have a good chunk of stuff here. So I'm just going to start with bags because they're right on top. I'm not going to organize by vendor. We're just going to pull because that's just the mood that I'm in today. From the Pharmacist's Daughter, I finished Coke Cake, which is cola, white cake, brown sugar, marshmallow fluff, and vanilla. Charity sent me this. I love cola scents, you guys. So I was so excited to see this. And I'm actually melting this right now in the open concept. It's so good. To me, this smells a lot like Coven from Super Tarts. Just that nice bakery Coca-Cola scent. It's beautiful. Really enjoy this. I think that I will probably just get Coven and not purchase this just because I don't really purchase from the Pharmacist's Daughter. But if for whatever reason I can't get Coven from Super Tarts or something like that, I would definitely get that one. From L3 Waxy Wonders, I have caramel apple, peach nectar, and zucchini bread. Her peach nectar is so stinking good. I really enjoy her peach nectar. I don't think I get any zucchini bread. I don't even know if I really could say I pick out caramel apple, but I get that beautiful peach nectar. This is nice. I don't know if I would get this particular blend again, but I definitely would get her like peach nectar oil in some blend in the future. From Wicked Essence, this is from Charity as well. This was Hug in a Mug, mulled cider, spiced orange, and hot cranberry tea. This was a very cinnamon, spicy kind of craft store potpourri scent. I enjoyed it for what it was, but this isn't probably a scent that I would go get again. This is very red hot cinnamon, like potpourri. So it was perfect for this time of year. If I'm going to melt this type of scent at any time of year, Christmas time is definitely appropriate, but it's not one that I feel like I need to get again. And then I think, oh, no, here's more bags too. I was going to say, I think this is my last bag, but it is not. But I finished a loaf from Britta's Creepy Treasures in Jason's Sleepover, which was lavender, Ozark Forest, and fire roasted marshmallows. I have been working on this for a really long time now, probably a good 6 weeks or so. I don't care for this scent at all. It was really fresh and clean. The lavender was very, very strong. Yeah, this wasn't my type of scent, but I used it in the bathroom and I'm just kind of worked through it that way. I've also been giving wax to my dad and he really liked this one. So I was like, perfect. We can melt some of it for you to enjoy. Cause yeah, he liked it and I just really didn't. So I would not get that again. And then I think these are all Destination Wax. So 3 Destination Wax. This one's Rose Girls. I finished a sample from Rose Girls in the Great Corn Holio, which is peanut butter and cornbread. I don't really like cornbread, nor do I really like peanut butter in wax. So this wasn't my favorite. It was a nice enough scent. I melted this sample in my bedroom 2 times. There were 4 mini melter pieces. I will say, I feel like these are really generous samples and I really appreciate that because I think you get enough of a scent out of these guys to really be able to tell if you like it. But peanut butter, it just comes off so artificial to me in wax, and cornbread, depending on the blend, just normally isn't my favorite. So would not get that again. And then I've got 3 breakaway bars from Destination Wax. The first one is Wood Smoke. So this is a straight up smoky campfire or fireplace scent, a fantastic blender. Her smoky scents are the best. This was a really great wood smoke. I melted this on its own because I don't mind that scent on its own, but I agree it would be a great blender, but I loved it on its own too. I think I mentioned this in my last empties that Destination, in my opinion, just has the best smoky scents ever. It's so authentic and it truly smells like you're sitting by a fire. You've got like fresh wood that you're burning on a fireplace. I always really enjoy Destination Wax, and I hope to pick up a couple of loaves of some of her kind of more smoky scents for the winter time in, you know, one of the restocks this year. So we'll see about that. And then these two actually blended together and mixed, melted at the same time. So I have Rocky Mountain Pine, which is balsam fir, Colorado white fir, blue spruce, red cedar, and berries. And then I mixed that with Winter, which is the Bath & Body Works type. A fresh scent of fir needles, oak moss, allspice, clove, and a hint of citrus. Neither of these on their own was I like, yes, that sounds so good or that smells so good. Blending them together, I did really enjoy. It was just a very nice wintry tree day in my home. At this point, I am tired of the Christmas tree scent, so I'm kind of moving on to some other stuff for the most part. This was a good blend. I don't really think I would get either of these again. I mean, I might get Rocky Mountain Pine again, like next Christmas or something, but I don't need more of these per se, but I enjoyed them while I had them. Okay, is that the last bag? Yes. Okay, let's do a couple of candles just because they're taking up a lot of room here. I'm gonna throw those bags away. It's the same candle. I just finished 2 of them, of Vanilla Snowflake from Bath & Body Works. Set this one down. If you've watched me for any length of time, you know this is one of my absolute favorites. It is my favorite winter candle. I love it. And today is the 26th, and so I made a semi-annual sale order, so I will have that haul sometime in the future. It's pretty massive. I got quite a few hand soaps, some body care, a good chunk of candles, so I'll be excited to share that whenever the time comes, but I picked up more Vanilla Snowflake in that order as well. So this is Frozen Vanilla, Iced Fir Needles, Mint Leaf, and Coconut Flakes. It's just the most interesting, unique vanilla scent ever. I love it so much. And so it was burning cleanly, like both of them, but I wasn't getting the greatest scent throw from the burn. I felt like it was getting kind of smoky smelling. And so I actually put this on my candle, a candle warmer in, the like open concept area, and I could smell that for a day or two, and then I couldn't smell it anymore. So then I moved it to my candle crock in my bedroom, and I probably got like 5 days full of scent out of that. So maybe that's a tip. If you can't smell like something in one room, move it to another, because both of these candles still had a lot of life left to them and a lot of scent oil in them. They just needed kind of that smaller room. And so actually at one point I had both of these candles in my bedroom, and it was like a Vanilla Snowflake winter wonderland when you walked in here and you smelled just this beautiful minty coconut vanilla. I love it. It's a good winter scent without being like the balsam, the pine, all of that. It's just a really nice vanilla. I feel like it makes the air feel cool in a way, and it's just one that I really enjoy. So I have one more in my collection right now, and like I said, I did purchase 3 more just today, but I love it. Like no regrets there. So I'll have enough for the rest of the winter time, and maybe even into next winter. We'll have to see. Okay, I have a lot of clams here, but let's do the one scoop that I have, and then the rest are all clams. So from L3, I had Fat Bottom Girls and Zucchini Bread. I don't know what Fat Bottom Girls is comprised of, but this was just a really awesome zucchini bread scent. Beautiful, very bakery forward. I really like L3's zucchini. This is really good. I definitely would get this again, and probably in a scoop. Like I felt like this had really great performance. I am trying, if I can, to get through like a scoop or so every Empties, just because I have so many scoops and I kind of found that I wasn't using them as often. But I do get really great performance with scoops. I just tend to not reach for them because they're a little bit messier and things like that. So, but this had great performance and I really enjoyed it. So I think I would get this in a scoop again. I'll have to look up what Fat Bottom Girls is. Like, it's very bakery heavy with like the zucchini bread and everything. Really enjoyed that guy. And like I said, the rest are clamshells. So I finished my one lone Yankee candle wax melt. I've had this for years at this point. This one's in Pink Sands. It's not that this is a bad scent. It's a really nice scent. I just, for whatever reason, wasn't reaching for it. And just kind of let it sit. But with me doing this low buy and everything, this is the year I kind of want to use up these random things and, you know, pieces that I haven't been melting or anything. This is a very fruity pink kind of beachy scent. I wouldn't get it again. Let's see if I can separate quickly by vendor here, just to make it a little bit put together. Okay, yep. So I've got Scentsy, K's, and Walmart. Let's start with Scentsy for clams. I finished a candied cranberry pecan. I love this bar. This is so, so good. I don't think they've brought this back for a couple of years, but this is just the best nutty cranberry scent. It's sweet. It's not very tart or anything. It's so good. And normally I melt this around Thanksgiving, but I just didn't get to it or pick it for whatever reason this Thanksgiving. So I melted it around Christmas time. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And then Sweet Natalie sent me a package that had candy cane buttercream in it. And I was so excited to get this package because I've been wanting to try this scent, but they've only been doing it where you could put this in a club. Like, you couldn't just order it for whatever reason. I hate when Scentsy does that. Like, the bars that you can only get if you have a club, because I had canceled my club 2 years ago at this point, just because I felt like I was getting so much Scentsy and I wasn't going through it fast enough, and it just was getting expensive. Like, I was getting it all the time and I was just overwhelmed with Scentsy, and so I just didn't feel like I needed a club. So I was gonna just, you know, never try this one, but I had been tempted by it because it just sounded so good. So I was so excited. So thank you so much, Natalie, for sending this to me. This is so good. Now, this is fairly light. I would say it's more of a medium throw. Scentsy typically for me is very strong. It lasts a long time. I put this bar throughout my entire open concept and I could smell it, but it was definitely on the light to medium side of things. I would next time just stick it in the bedrooms because I think it will do better than in the open concept. Now, I get about 90% buttercream and like 10% candy cane. To me, it's very light on the mint. This would be great on its own. Would be a great blender, I feel like. I really loved it. So I placed an order for a club and I just put in some of this vanilla bean buttercream, winterberry apple tea, some of like winterberry apple tea is one I know I really love. I made a very small club order here just so I can get more of this candy cane buttercream. I can try a few of the scents that I have been really intrigued about. I'll stock up on this or whatever else, and then I'll cancel the club. I'm not going to keep it just because clubs for me, I get overwhelmed with the Scentsy wax very quickly. And yeah, so anyway, I have 2 of these coming to me in the next month or so. And then I'll melt one of these like in my bedroom warmers and see how it performs, and then kind of decide from there what I want to do. But I really enjoyed this one, clearly because I made a club because of it. Okay, I've got 3 from Walmart. This one is super old and it doesn't make sense for this time of year, but Better Homes and Gardens Rainy Spring Day. I melted this in my bathroom a couple of times because this clamshell was like halfway used. And so I thought, like, what the heck, let's just finish this off. It's a very perfumey rain scent. Not my favorite. It was fine in the bathroom, very fresh, but just not my favorite scent ever. I melted Christmas Tree. This is what it sounds like, a plain old Christmas tree scent. This is what I'm talking about when I think that some of the wax from Walmart has changed. Like, this bar was very soft and this probably only lasted 4 or 5 hours. It just, I don't know, the quality seems like it's decreased a little bit. And then from Better Homes and Gardens, Sugar Cookie Buttercream, Sugar Cookie Buttercream, Vanilla Bean, Orange Zest, and Sugar Crystal. Okay, the first time I melted this a month or so ago, I melted it in my open concept and it only lasted like a couple of hours. So this is the second time that I've melted it on its own, and I melted it in the bedrooms this time, which is just like a bedroom scent, not really, but it was amazing. And it threw so much longer. Like, I got scent from it like the whole day. This is so good. So I want to try it again in my open concept, and maybe I was just having a weird day or something with the airflow that day, but I love this one. I've got like 4 or 5 more bars of this, and I will continue to purchase this for as long as they have it. This was much harder wax, I noticed, than not this one, than Christmas Tree. So this felt like the old formula to me, and this felt like a new formula. I don't know. So this one I felt like was the original, like, harder wax, lasted a lot longer. So I'm hoping that they stick with this, but I will get many more of those because it smells great on its own. I love to have those just kind of basic vanilla, cookie, buttercream type scents around for mixing things. So yeah, I think that will be a staple for me. And then the rest of my clamshells are all from K's. I'm throwing them all over the table here. I had a lot of K's Christmas wax, and so I wanted to make sure, you know, the couple of weeks around Christmas, I was going through at least a good chunk of the wax that I had. So I actually melted this mixture on Christmas Day. I blended these 2 scents together. Blue Christmas, which is balsam cedar, blue sugar, and Palo Santo, so just like a Christmas tree scent. And then I mixed that with Christmas Lane, which is eucalyptus, cranberry, sheer woods, amber, and clove. This was a really lovely combination. It smelt just like Christmas to me, very tree heavy. You did get that like fresh eucalyptus note. Neither of these are scents that I would get again per se, but it really was such a nice Christmas Day blend. It was beautiful, like I said, and I'm just not a huge tree fan in wax for the most part, and I might be a little bit biased at the moment because I'm just kind of done with the Christmas tree scents, and so I probably would get those again, but after I haven't smelled like balsam and Fraser fir for a little bit. Okay, I melted this in the bedrooms on Christmas as well. Yeah, this was my Christmas melt in the bedrooms. So this was Sugar Cookie Crunch, Macintosh Apple, and Jack Frost. Jack Frost is like peppermint and some other notes I can't remember. This was good. This was definitely peppermint and Mac Apple. I enjoyed this. It wasn't like an absolute favorite, so I don't think I need to get it again per se, but that was really nice yesterday. Through the Woods, this is another house blend. This is peppermint stick, Fraser fir, and sugar cookie. Again, I really enjoyed this one. This one was very peppermint heavy. I don't know if I got a ton of like the sugar cookie. I get mainly peppermint and a little bit of the Fraser fir. Again, really enjoyed it, but don't think I need to run out and get it. But this one, oh man, Santa's Pajamas. This is so stinking good. This reminded me a lot of that peppermint pine cone that I raved about a couple of weeks ago from her. That is so good too. So the peppermint pine cone and the Santa's Pajamas, I would definitely get again. So this one is pine cone, snickerdoodle, and autumn flannel. I think I just love her pine cone oil. It is so flippin' good. Her pine cone, Sassy Girl Aroma has a really great pine cone oil. I really like it. It's so, so good. So this, you get the pine cone, you get that cinnamon, sugary snickerdoodle, and a little bit of the autumn flannel. Oh, I loved this one. This was so good. So I would love to have like a cake cut in this and a cake cut in the peppermint pine cone. Those are definitely the two winners I felt like for the Christmas scents. But honestly, all the K's that I melted here, like even if it's not one that I feel like I would get again, or at least once I want to melt pine again, I probably would. But all of them performed super well. They lasted a long time. I really enjoyed all of them. But that's it. Those are all of my empties for the last, I don't even know how long since it's been since the last time I melted. Week probably at least. I'm sure it's been longer than that. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Again, I really hope you had an awesome Christmas, and hopefully you have some time off work here between Christmas and New Year's and can continue the relaxation. But that's everything I have for you guys today. I really hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.